Good afternoon, one and all. Today I am going to give lecture about bridge rectifier. I am Dr.B.V. Rajanna, Associate Professor, Department of EEE, MLR Institute of Technology, Hyderabad. I am going to discuss about today bridge rectifier topic. So, this is the overview of my presentation. Bridge rectifier, first introduction, then next what is bridge rectifier, the next types of bridge rectifiers, then next I am going to discuss about bridge rectifier circuit diagram, then its working principle of bridge rectifier, then advantages of bridge rectifier, and then next disadvantages of bridge rectifier, then applications of bridge rectifier summary. So now I am going to talk about the introduction. So bridge rectifier. So a bridge rectifier circuit is a common part of the electronic power supplies. Many electronic circuits require rectified DC power supply for powering the various electronic basic components from available AC main supply. So we can find rectifier in a wide variety of electronic AC power devices like home appliances, motor controllers, modulation process, welding application. So rectifier is nothing but, so if we write this is a, so if we call if this is a rectifier, so this is a bridge rectifier circuit. So DC power supply for powering various components from available AC main supply, and these are the appliances already I discussed now. So rectifier is nothing but, so rectifier converts fixed AC to variable DC. So what is bridge rectifier? So it is an bridge rectifier, the alternating current AC to direct current DC. This is already discussed. Now bridge rectifier rectifies main AC input to DC output, and bridge rectifiers are widely used in power supplies. It provides necessary DC voltage for the electronic components or devices. So what is bridge rectifier? That just now I discussed. Bridge rectifier can be constructed with 4 or more diodes or any other controlled solid state devices. So depending upon the load current requirements, a proper bridge rectifier is selected. So this is the printed circuit board. So here we are having these are the diodes and ICs, this everything, and these are types of bridge rectifiers. So bridge rectifiers are classified into several types based on these factors. So type of supply, controlling capability, bridge circuit configurations. Bridge rectifiers are mainly classified into single and 3-phase rectifiers. Both these types are further classified into uncontrolled, half controlled, fully controlled rectifiers. So single phase and 3-phase rectifier circuit diagrams, these are. So this is a single phase circuit diagrams. Here there are 4 diodes, D1, D2, D3, D4, and here we are giving supply, AC supply, and this is load. So here we are getting variable DC output. So here we can see the waveform for the, this is the rectified waveform we are getting. So voltage waveform, the load voltage waveform we are getting like this. So this is the rectified waveform, rectified waveform. So this is load voltage waveform. So load voltage waveform, and here this is a single phase. This is a single phase rectifier, and this is a 3-phase bridge rectifier, single phase bridge rectifier this is, and this is a 3-phase bridge rectifier. So in 3-phase we are having 6 diodes, D4, D5, D6. So total there are 6 diodes, and this is a 3-phase AC supply, single phase. This is single phase AC supply here, 230 volts. Here there is a 3-phase AC supply, 440 volts. 440 volts. So here this is a load voltage DC output. So here this is the rectified waveform we are getting. So this is the rectified load voltage waveform. So this is the rectified load voltage waveform we are getting here. So in single phase, three phase supply decides this rectifier. So single phase bridge rectifier consists of 4 diodes, already I discussed. So converting AC into DC. So a 3-phase rectifier uses 6 diodes, already I discussed. So these can be again uncontrolled or controlled rectifiers depending on the circuit components such as diodes, thyristors and so on. This is the uncontrolled bridge rectifiers. So uncontrolled bridge rectifier uses diodes for rectifying the input. So the diode is a unidirectional device that allows the current flow in one direction only, and with this configuration of diodes in the rectifier, it does not allow the power to vary depending on the load requirement. And this type of rectifier is used in constant or fixed power supplies. And controlled bridge rectifier, in controlled bridge rectifier, AC to DC converter or rectifier. So controlled solid state devices like SCR, MOSFET, IGBT etc. are used to vary the output power at different voltages. So by triggering these devices at various instants, the output power at the load is appropriately changed. So bridge rectifier circuit does not need center tap transformer, so it resembles low cost rectifier. The bridge rectifier circuit diagram consists of various stages of devices. Devices like transformers, diode bridge, filtering and regulators, all these blocks combination is called as regulated DC power supply that powers various electronic appliances. So this is a bridge rectifier circuit diagram. Here we are having 4 diodes. This is AC supply, and here D1, D2, D3, D4 are the diodes, and here this is the output voltage, DC output voltage. Here the first stage of the circuit is a transformer which is a step down type, and it changes the amplitude of the input voltage. So most of the electron projects are 230 by 12 volts. So transformer to step down the AC main 230 volts to 12 volts AC supply. So next stage is the diode bridge rectifier, which uses 4 or more diodes, it depending on the type of bridge rectifier. So bridge rectifier, so choosing a particular diode or any other switching device for a corresponding rectifier. So it needs some concentrations of device like peak inverse voltage PIV and forward current IF voltage ratings. So it is responsible for producing unidirectional or DC current at the load. So conducting a set of diodes for every half cycle of the input signal. So output after the diode bridge rectifier is of pulsating nature. And next, for producing it is a pure DC, filtering is necessary. And next, filtering is normally performed with 1 or more capacitors attached across the load. So capacitor rating also depends on the output voltage. So it depends upon the output voltage. So the last stage of this regulated DC supply is a voltage regulator, and next it maintains the output voltage to a constant level. So a voltage regulator is necessary in bridge rectifier circuit. Next, bridge rectifier working principle. So single phase bridge rectifier consists of 4 diodes, and this configuration is connected across the load. During positive half cycle of the input AC waveform, diode D1 and D2 are forward biased, and during diode D3 and D4 reverse biased. So when the voltage more than the threshold level of the diodes D1 and D2 starts conducting, so the load current starts flowing through it. So the output at the load with this bridge wave rectifier is pulsating in nature. So but for producing a pure DC requires additional filter like capacitor. The same operation is applicable for different bridge rectifiers. So in case of controlled rectifier, thyristors triggering is necessary to drive the current to the load. Advantages of bridge rectifier. So the main advantages of this bridge circuit is that it does not require a special center tap transformer, higher output voltage, higher output power and higher transformer utilization factor in case of full wave rectifier. Transformer utilization factor in case of a bridge rectifier is higher than that of a center tap rectifier. Disadvantages of bridge rectifier. The main disadvantage of bridge rectifier is that it needs 4 diodes. A total voltage drop in diodes become double in case of center tap rectifier. So losses are increased and rectification efficiency is somewhat reduced. Another disadvantage of bridge rectifier is that the load resistor RL and the supply source have no common point which may be earthed. Next, applications of bridge rectifier. The main application of bridge rectifier is to convert AC power to DC power. So because of their low cost compared to center tapped, they are widely used in power supply circuit. This can be used to detect the amplitude and of modulated radiated signal. Bridge rectifier can be used to supply polarized voltage in welding. So summary. So in this lecture, bridge rectifier types and working of principle are studied. Bridge rectifier circuit diagram and waveforms are discussed. Advantages of bridge rectifier are discussed. Disadvantages of bridge rectifier are discussed. And next, finally, the applications of bridge rectifier are discussed here. Thank you.